receive a package.
Also,
Wingdings! Oh,
Wingdings!
damn.
So close. I
This
hear
is kinda
that's
sneaky.
what people have started calling us.
Well, that's I think Dawn Guard.
No,
Dawn Guard
okay,
is-
so Johnny got jealous that we made a nickname for the Day Nerds.
I love this.
I don't know why you'd
I
be
love
jealous
this so
of us making a
much.
nickname for somebody.
And so he decided to call us Wingdings.
Uh-huh.
Just because it's like, hey, everyone needs a cool nickname. Zeta's the Wingdings. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
I think he was
Really?
trying to be mean.
Right?
Well, I mean, because the only really mean one in there that I saw was Bird Brains.
It's a great story because it kind of encapsulates the whole where this period of time in the middle of the night was just started to be known as the Zeta Hour, like the Zeta shift. Like when everything got all confusing and strange for people who'd been up for 12 hours, and then it's like, well, that's what we're calling that shift now. They're just known as Zeta, and then everyone else is like, but I want a name.
Yeah.
And then they all got names, and they got really good names. Like, don't get me wrong.
No. I think our name is excellent
Yeah.
because our name only needs one word.
But I like that then we did, the Zeta people did yet another thing again that named somebody else. And it's like, that's good. But we need to have names for everybody now. So let's give everybody names.
See,
Well,
like,
the shifts.
We're
sorry, the
trendsetters
shift-
is what I'm trying to say.
We are. I know. We're thought leaders. We're literally on the cusp of the day.
We're Desert Bus influencers.
So we set the tone for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah. We're
Yeah.
the early birds here.
Yeah.
Like, we get the worm every
Every time.
morning.
Every morning.
We're the only ones getting
Some-
worms here.
Sometimes be just a worm.
I'm just saying the shifts have become medically necessary now that we are all middle-aged. So we don't collapse. So really, Zeta saved everybody's lives. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
I like that I'm now in my middle 40 years. Like I lived my first 40 years, and I'm in my middle 40 years. And then when I'm 80, I can live my last 40 years. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Zeta is also the only shift with a banner that turns into a rocket.
This is very
true.
true. It's an excellent
although,
point.
like, I really like the idea that I had that whoever named Zeta Shift believed that Zeta was the last letter in the Greek alphabet,
Yep.
and not like, what is it, the sixth?
I think it might be 6.
Yep.
Yeah, I always get confused that Gamma is like third.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
I mean, I guess that's why there's Omega Shift is the final one. But maybe we could be one of the lost letters, like Psi.
Psi shift.
Or if we were like Thorn.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Thorn
yeah.
Shift.
The what is that alphabet? The
I'm just while you figure that while you brain that, I love the idea that here we are in the 14th year. The branding is incredibly strong. And we're like, hey, you know what? It's time for a change.
yeah. Let's just mess it up.
I'm selling shift banner pins this year, and guess what? It's the last piece of Zeta merch you're ever gonna see.
Because next year will be Thorn.
Or maybe we could be Phi.
People will describe us as Ye Shift because they can't read.
Ye olde purple shift.
I think what happens is people know alpha and beta, and so they're like, oh, okay, A, B, Z must be last.
Yep.
Done. Did my homework.
I mean, we could also be like either Omicron or Upsilon, which both just use like they're the same character. O and U.
Oh, okay.
And I like the idea of Delta Shift, just because Delta is often like the measurement of change or difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I love that the response to like, hey, here's a petty nickname for Zeta Shift is, oh yeah, what if we aren't called Zeta Shift anymore?
Actually,
Yeah.
I propose
check-
that we
checkmate,
name the Zeta
haters.
Rocket Delta Shift. That's the perfect name
Yeah.
for the Zeta Rocket.
None of the
Yeah.
things we suggested so far says that we're not wingding still.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What if
Yeah,
we were
no,
just a
I mean-
collection of characters that don't mean anything anymore?
Yeah.
We'll just be something from a Sumerian alphabet. How
Oh,
about that? It's
we
the
ju-
equivalent of like somebody threatening you and you just pulling out a carpet knife and dragging it across your face. And you're like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, we will only accept
Can't break
our
what's
name
already
and
broke.
play tablet.
I thought we were gonna fight. Weren't we gonna fight?
Coming at you with a diagonal line down your face, just snapping.
And when you're a jet, you're bleeding to death.
When you're a Zet. No, we're not the Zets. I hate that I should have read that before my mouth printed it out, but here we are.
Oh man, you'd be a great PR person.
That's the unfortunate part of my job is I am.
Yeah. Though, crap. What was I? It's just as the Zeta things are flowing by, and I was like, we could just pick like a kanji, just really mess with everybody. Get into
I
like
was
our
waiting for you to say that, Beej, honestly.
yeah. Just pick like Naka. Like put that on the back of our the back of our Honda Civics.
I did like the suggestion in chat from several people that we like take on a Sumerian character name and then just complain about the quality of copper that we're receiving, and then like somebody asks like, "This isn't a bit. You actually sold me copper. Where did this come from?" And we've just got like
Keep all your receipts.
we've got a cutter over our shoulder, and there's water just pouring out of the wall behind us.
We can get Fugi to instead of wingdings during Zeta, it's all just cuneiform.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Like what? I found this copper.
Did EA Nasir ever work that out? Did we ever find the answer to that? I don't think we did, right?
Why the wingdings?
I assume at some point he got to speak to a manager.
Yeah.
No, Nasir's the name of the guy who was sent the note.
Yeah. Yeah, like did he ever work that out?
Did he all of the complaints that were sent to him? He just had a house full of clay tablets with complaints on them.
Yeah, but I mean,
He in fact ran the first Tumblr. Right? He was just like, look at all these like 1-star reviews I've gotten. They're amazing.
Yeah, he invented Yelp when he dropped one on his foot.
Yeah, or like that late night bit where people are like, let's read mean comments about you on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna lob this over the fence though. If we are, is Wingdings a font? Like
Yes.
is Wingdings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a,
So
it's a-
then, going on the sort of thematic consistency, what fonts are the other shifts?
it's true.
I think Dawnguard is like Cooper Black.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
copperplate or something.
We should make
Career.
Well,
If they're the nerds,
I don't know if I'd go that
Like
far.
Menlo, yeah. Something Unicode.
somebody,
we gotta make Night Watch something that Graham would really dislike. And I know people are gonna be like,
Be
oh,
like,
the virus
oh,
and Common Sans.
Palatine,
There's
yeah.
gotta be
yeah, those are the low-hanging fruit.
something
Yeah.
something
gotta be-
really good. Beach, you're always
Lobster.
trying to get fonts out of him. What's a font he truly hates?
Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't want to assign a font that he really hates because I
No, and that's not the point of the exercise. I think Wingdings is fairly emblematic of the Zeta ethos,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. I think the Night Watch typeface is Impact
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think
okay.
that's fair.
because everything is squished together and there's so much going on.
Yeah, and bold. It's
Yeah.
a very bold
With
shift.
how wonky Night Shift has gotten, I would even say like Helvetica, like the HELL Vetica, which has the weird kerning.
Yeah.
Like, it still looks nice, but it's just messes
Wrong.
with your eyes.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Or
think-
what's the one that you see on like back when people put like posters on like utility poles? There was this one that was like a bleeding kind of serif font that looked like it was sort of vaguely inked.
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of country albums had this on it.
Yeah, the one with the blood drips.
Yeah. It was like goth and country, whatever that font was.
I don't know what thought that was. It sounds amazing.
Chat knows. I know they're going to tell me in about 10 seconds.
Chiller.
I think that yeah.
Pretty sure
No.
it's chiller.
It was two different words. And one of them, bleeding cowboy. That's what it is.
Perfect.
Good work, can't wear hats.
Good.
Okay, so
work.
if we're gonna give Dawnguard a typeface, I suggest brush script, which is the
Oh, yeah.
which is the only typeface. There we
That's
go.
Bleeding
Holy
Cowboy.
crap!
Yeah.
Brush
It's a
script
Nickelback or a font.
I was thinking of chiller.
is the only fancy font that isn't like Zaf Chancery that you can get at a hat embroidery store in the mall. It's the one that has
Yeah.
like brushed whatevers. It's not the faux Chinese, faux Asian looking thing. I'm talking about that.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It
It looks great on a
Dawnguard.
mug for like a morning show, and that's really that's
Yes.
the definition of Dawnguard.
Yeah.
Bye, dearies.
And then, like, I don't know. I feel like, does Alpha Flight get a font that just says, like, sorry, I can't come out to the party. I need to clean my clarinet?
Adobe Garamond.
That's Trajan, is what you're describing.
Oh God.
Maybe Palatino,
Trebuchet.
Baskerville,
Like, I feel.
somewhere in
What
there.
about Garamond? Garamond feels like an unreasonably responsible font.
Right.
Yeah.
Adult, but not too sort of
Yeah.
strict.
Yeah, Alpha Flight is probably the most responsible of the shifts,
Yeah.
aren't they?
It's,
Yeah,
it's
which
fun-
one's this that we're looking at?
It's fun to read. I think
Garamond.
this is Garamond.
That's
That's
Garamond.
Garamond.
It's fun to read. It's very easy
Yeah.
to read over a long period of time. Your eyes don't get tired looking at it. And it's like, but it's just kind of not doing anything that's like trying to be offensive.
Yeah.
It all is good and makes sense. It's like good books are written in Garamond and Palatino and fonts like that.
What about
Okay,
Computer
fantastic.
Modern, aka the LaTeX font?
Like, I was thinking of some like monospace fonts for at least one of the shifts.
Probably Dawnguard, I would think. I mean, we're wingdings, otherwise I think
Yeah.
we could take it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Because I don't mind wingdings. I'm happy
Okay,
to be a
just the
wingding.
image, the image this font is using, the text they're using in this image is just really interesting.
Ooh.
This is
Whoa.
really interesting to demo the font, the font with.
Schadenfreude is a good display of a font.
Uh-huh.
That's you're making a very, very good statement there.
My favorite Malcolm Gladwell book that we just looked at there.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
And penultimate.